Hey, Mrparka here to review a movie called Avant-garde. This is a small hard box. This is a Region 2 release, if any of you guys are interested. This is the first movie I've seen by Marcel Waltz, or Marcel Walz, I believe you say it. But the trailer caught my interest. I thought it looked kind of unique, kind of different. And I got this in a big purchase that I made, a bunch of German stuff. Most of his movies were in it. And so I decided to put one of them in. And you know, I was kind of a little disappointed by this movie. The first 15 to 20 minutes, there's not much action, just kind of introduction of the main character, which is all right. The main character is a German wannabe model, and she's trying everything to be a model, and she gets this invite to join this kind of elitist group of models, and she has to fly over to New York. But these models, it's not all about fashion and high fame for these chicks. It's about murder, and apparently they're committing these murders, acting like kind of you know, escorts, and committing these murders for avant-garde art. This crazy new art that they have a following for. And they push their models forward, so they have a reason why they're doing it. And the option of not doing it is, of course. But the plot is the general plot is pretty decent in this, I thought. But as far as everything else, I wasn't that enthused or impressed. Some of the shots are kind of cool in New York, but I'm sure that they're kind of like I'm not sure they're made for just for this movie. They're probably a lot of stock shots. Some of the music's okay. It's a mixture of scores, all different things in there, from rap to kind of popish type deals. Some of it I enjoyed, some other stuff I could take it or leave it. As far as the acting is concerned, it's not immaculate, it's not great. Debbie Rochon is in it. She does a pretty decent job.
Everything gonna be alright. Do you like when I do that? She smells like fresh chocolate. I bet she tastes like it too. I hope she tastes like fresh chocolate. Oh, be careful, Candy Cane. I think she's scared. Well, I think maybe she's a virgin. Oh, you think so? Yes. I could smell it on her.
She's one of the models, of course. There's like scenes in here where they're doing cocaine, and they'll snort the line, and then like they take the mirror away, and you can still see the lines there and things like that. And the movie seems a lot better production value than to do something like that in here. There's not much gore. There is blood, there is murder, but there's no gore. The special effects are you know, kind of just fake limb being pulled up, or a knife with blood in it going around. And for a movie that kind of you know, it's really all about the murder and the fashion and things like that, you'd think you'd get some really cool glamorous shots of murder and mayhem in an artsy kind of way. They're not in here, which was kind of disappointing. I didn't care for many of the characters, like I said. The ending does seem kind of anticlimactic, and you feel like there's not much of a payoff. All in all, I wasn't really enthused with the film. I will be checking out the director's other films. I think they're probably more up my alley. I just think that this could have been a really cool idea. I like some of the visuals, like on the cover and the trailer and things like that. But it just didn't suck me in the right way. I just think that it was missing a lot more substance. It should have had, you know. I think that the acting though can be a little shaky at these movies, because it's a German film made in America and things like that, or vice versa. I believe it's a German film made in America, so some of the actresses, their first language isn't English, so you can't really value all the acting on just that. You can't really just take it at face value at that. You got to cut them some slack, or you know, notice some differences and things like that. All in all, I'd say I'd pass on this one. For me, some people may enjoy it. Check out the clips over right here. You may like them, you may dislike them, but you know. Have a good one. I'm Mrparka. Take care.
Well, I can imagine that there are a couple of questions stirring around in that pretty head of yours right now, baby chick. Well, I will answer all of your questions, and I will take all of your worries away. First of all, this is not about you, baby. This is about this individual here. About him and his sacred mission.
An avant-garde. is a revolutionary, a trendsetter. Someone like you could be. A trendsetter has to bring out the greatest that he or she can bring in order to deal with these sick people of the immoral world. And they must bring art that is some thought provocative as it is sensational.
And what could be more beautiful than realism?